Big data is a term defined as a collection of data sets so large that it becomes difficult to process using traditional data processing applications. One of the biggest sources of data being recorded and uploaded can be seen on the application of TikTok. TikTok is a video recording app for smartphones where users can upload videos with many different options for editing, including filters created by other users and the use of sounds either by yourself or other users as well. With all this being said, the big data is not just the videos being uploaded, but instead the way TikTok processes and uses all of its data to show users what is called a For You page. A page made specifically for each individual, determined on by a lot of different analytical deep dives that will later be discussed in this presentation. It's difficult to understand the vastness of data available to the company of TikTok without the data systems that they have. This is where big data is prevalent to normal people who only have iPhones and companies such as TikTok with all the tools necessary to decode and decrypt an unfathomable amount of information.
With millions of users daily, TikTok is a great example of how companies handle big data. Users spend countless hours navigating through the TikTok app. Meanwhile, TikTok uses multiple operating systems to pull data from the user's account. This can include everything from location, phone model, likes and comments on videos, keystroke rhythms, and much more. Storing this information for one person could possibly be very easy. However, the situation definitely changes when the users exceed the millions or the billions. Collecting this much data calls for bigger databases and more complex systems to organize and process the information. These computer systems are much more capable than your average computer or cell phone. Enterprise level servers are definitely necessary to handle such big intake. These servers are made with the intention of handling large amounts of data at a fast pace.
We must also take into consideration how fast new information is being recorded every single day. Because of the popularity of TikTok, it's always being in constant use, so the systems are continuously processing. And these systems are allowing TikTok to study and discover patterns within users so they can make the app much more tailored to them and keep them much more engaged. So, for example, if you're spending longer watching cat videos, for example, it's going to recommend you much more cat videos because that keeps you on the app longer. And they also incorporate ads within their feed. So if you're on the app longer scrolling, you're also going to be exposed to more ads and more likely to click on them, which in turn would generate the company more revenue. And they use this type of decision making deriving from the big data that they are taking in. And by studying this big data, they're able to see your keystrokes exactly to the millisecond, how long you're staying on the app, and be able to make tailored recommendations to the app and make the experience much more tailored to you and make it much more engaging. This could mean making it more user-friendly, changing the app structure, or even just, like I said earlier, pushing more content to you, and much more than that.
TikTok collects a massive volume of data on its users. A Sensor Tower report stated that TikTok stood out as the most downloaded non-gaming app globally for August 2020, with more than 63.3 million installations, up 1.6 yearly. TikTok collects a variety of data, which includes videos that are being watched and commented on, geolocation data, which provides the user's longitude, latitude, and time zone, mobile device information such as Android ID, Apple ID, mobile carrier, mobile device type, device operation system version, whether you're using mobile data or Wi-Fi, and other social media information, and the keystroke rhythms people exhibit when they type. TikTok is known for its user recommendations on the For You feed. According to TikTok, their For You feed is a stream of videos curated to your interests, making it easy to find content and creators you love, powered by a recommendation system that delivers content to each user that is likely to be of interest to that particular user. It uses a machine learning algorithm that gives them quick and insightful data to generate this. The velocity of this experience can feel instantaneous, TikTok's recommendation strategy is created by analyzing the video based on three factors: computer vision, natural language processing, and metadata. Computer vision deciphers images within a photo or video. The computer vision algorithm is backed by a dataset of millions of labeled images that allows the algorithm to recognize new images based on specific traits and characteristics. It enables the algorithm to see and understand the content of the video being created. Natural language processing is then used to translate and describe the audio content of the video by first extracting the audio information from the video and applying a level of analysis to it. This could either come from classification or clustering models. Classification uses supervised machine learning, which takes pre-labeled data and uses it to train and classify the content of the new data. Clustering is a form of unsupervised machine learning, which finds patterns in the data and groups similar findings together. Once the data is extracted and grouped, it can then determine which content is most valuable. The categorizing of metadata on TikTok videos is provided when a user posts a video by captions and provides captions, hashtags, and location data. Again, all of this is used to generate the For You section of TikTok. It provides a better experience every time you return to the app. A good example of how this content is recommended through data put in the algorithm is when iOS 16 was released. iPhone users were bombarded with videos about the update. Android users were not. The distinction was made based on data users provided about their choice of device when they unknowingly logged into the app. Another example would be trending popular videos. How it still reaches a user, although every For You page is unique and catered towards individual users. This is done through geographic data and connects interests with other users.
One way big data analytics uses big data is by discovering different patterns about their users. TikTok can discover different patterns by using algorithms to find different patterns in the way their users interact with the app. One way they discover patterns is through their For You page. When users interact with TikTok by liking, commenting, or sharing certain videos, the company gathers patterns on their users' different interests. When they gather this information, they can further alter the For You page to be unique and directed towards the interest of that user. Another way they can discover patterns about their users is through surveys. Sometimes, as users scroll through their feed, a survey will pop up allowing them to give feedback on whether or not they are interested in the content they're receiving. By using these different tactics, TikTok can take these patterns they discover about their users to analyze their users and adapt to their behaviors. Through the many different strategies TikTok uses to discover these patterns, it also opens a gateway for this company to communicate information to their users as well. Learning the different interests and needs of these users communicates to the company the tools and strategies that are necessary in order to keep their users pleased, which in return keeps TikTok successful.
TikTok utilizes their internal data sources and outside influence to make many data-inspired decisions. According to the CEO of TikTok, China is home to 1/5 of the internet users globally, and if they didn't expand on a global scale, they would be bound to lose to peers eyeing the 4/5. So in 2017, TikTok parent company ByteDance spent up to $1 billion to purchase Musical.ly, a social media video platform that allows users to create short lip-sync and comedy videos, initially released in August 2014. Musical.ly had headquarters in Shanghai, with the overseas office in Santa Monica, California. This shows that TikTok can handle the data it was collected originally in China, but acquiring Musical.ly allowed them to use existing infrastructure to expand to the US, leveraging the US digital platforms already acquired user base to expand capacity of what would be considered as big data to them previously. TikTok merged with Musical.ly in 2018 to create a more extensive video community with existing accounts and data consolidated into one app, keeping the title TikTok. TikTok also self-moderates its content to avoid litigation to keep users happy. An example of this would be an Devious Licks challenge, which resulted in videos of kids stealing anything from soap dispensers to parts of a school roof. Sometime after it went viral, TikTok announced that any videos associated with the challenge would be removed from the platform. In 2020, former President Donald Trump called TikTok a threat to national security. He speculated that the China-based employees might have access to U.S. users' private data. He threatened to implement a national ban on the app if the China-based parent company, ByteDance, did not sell its U.S.-based assets. TikTok is now partnered with Oracle Corporation, a secure cloud technology provider. TikTok picked Oracle's new Generation 2 cloud infrastructure because it's much faster, more reliable, and more secure than the first generation technology currently offered by all the other major cloud providers such as Amazon Web Service, Microsoft, IBM, Google Cloud. With this partnership, TikTok will run on Oracle Cloud, and Oracle will become a monetary investor in TikTok Global, taking a 12.5% stake. TikTok stated that 100% of the U.S. user traffic is being routed to Oracle Cloud infrastructure, and that in Singapore-based servers will only be used for backups. It also aims to delete users' private data from these servers to fully pivot to Oracle Cloud servers located in the U.S. and bar access from U.S. customer data from ByteDance. Just for context of how much data Oracle processes daily, a large portion of Zoom videos conferencing capacity is on Oracle's public cloud, and 3 of the big 4 accounting firms are partnered with Oracle. TikTok also uses data to determine how to monetize that app. Currently, they generate revenue through advertisements that are also suggested through user interaction with the app, and microtransactions in the form of gifts purchased by users to give to content creators, and those content creators can then redeem those gifts for cash.
In this presentation, big data is the term defined as a collection of data sets so large that it becomes difficult to process using traditional data processing applications. One of the biggest sources of data being collected today is seen on an app called TikTok, specifically in the way that they process data to create a For You page. This is where one can see where big data is big to individual users, but not so much to companies such as TikTok, who has certain processing applications.